Welcome back, everybody, and today we're going to be talking about the winter convergence, and we're going to talk about rep and how to get rep like ridiculously fast. So I'm currently on the website of newworld-map.com. I'll leave that link in the description so that you guys can check it out, because this is going to be the fastest way of actually getting a lot of rep really quickly, right? So right, what I would do is that if it's not nighttime in your server, like, or whenever you're playing, I highly recommend probably doing some ice caves and some like of these quests that they have in there, and just to get some of those quests done, go to the caves, go to these ice caves and get them finished, just to get a little bit of rep, and then as well as that picking up presents. So there'll be presents all along here. I don't think these guys want to do that because like this map would literally be like littered with presents all over. But yeah, always try to pick up presents whenever you can. But when things become nighttime, I think there's like an hour difference. So like there will be like an hour of daytime, an hour of nighttime, right? So when it's nighttime, you guys, whenever you're in any location, most locations, there will be meteor showers, right? So there won't be any up here, obviously in Shattered and here. So you kind of want to start farming any areas where it's very close by, like very close by, like with the Gleamites showers, right? So the reason is like when there's a lot of Gleamites in one area, you have a higher chance of probably mining some of it. And yeah, it drops actually pretty good experience. So I believe the small ones drop 5 rep, and the big ones drop like I think 150. I'm not too sure on that, but like it's actually they do drop rep for you, right? So whenever you're harvesting it, make sure that you go to like one of these winter villages and then grab the food buff, and like you can pick any food that you could just purchase there. Don't go too much with purchasing, because you do need to save some of your tokens for later on when you need to buy some gear, especially when you hit the last tier. Yeah, it's good to save some of your tokens, but like at least buy a little bit of a food buff. That way you can, whenever you're mining, you're doubling your Gleamite, so you get more tokens, right? So yeah, that's going to be quite important. So at nighttime, you definitely want to be hearing some sounds. You definitely hear it in the sky. So once in a while, try to look up in the sky and like whenever you're playing, and just see what's happening in the sky, because you might be able to see like the meteorite showers, right? So I already maxed out pretty much my rep with the Winter Festival already without even kind of trying to farm the Gleamite showers, but they do drop pretty decent experience, right? So they drop. I think what happens is that each zone has at least 2 showers. So when I was farming here, like when it's nighttime, I was like I was just farming, went up to here, and then like the shower happened, and I farmed it, and then did my whole path again, and it happened again, and I was able to get quite a bit of rep just from that, right? So it was really decent. So yeah, I think most zones usually have like 1 to 2 showers, most likely, I believe. But yeah, so it's actually fairly quite a common occurrence, right? So you guys can definitely start farming that pretty quickly, right? So yeah, ideally, probably the best time to be farming the showers is probably when like it's not too much of your server's not too much of a high pop, because other people are definitely going to try to go and take your Gleamite. So just keep that in mind. So, but yeah, like make sure like once the nighttime's over, then you just follow the same pattern. Just pick up the presents and do the ice caves and any quests and stuff like that, and it'll go by pretty quickly, So, yeah, like I think I probably spent maybe like about 5 hours probably farming, maybe a little bit more. Just getting my rep only up to 5, but like this is like with me just going off and on and just like picking up presents, farming some oil or like some orcal or something like that. So, but yeah, like it's not super crazy difficult. So the main big focus is that you want to go farm at nighttime, because that's where all your rep is going to be happening, and you don't have to do any work for that. Just have to walk to where the meteorite hits and then go pick that up. So, how this works is that when you go, guys, click the link in the description. Make sure you can hit special events and pick whatever you want, right? Like I just think this is just easier, just hitting Winter Convergence, and then you can kind of see where all the icons are, right? So there is quite a few ice caves, So some of them actually do drop some pretty high gear score, especially if you go to Shattered Mountains, obviously. But yeah. lot of them are soloable, so just keep that in mind. You guys could definitely solo this. All you have to do is just watch out how the boss attacks. So make sure that you always build a tent right outside whenever you're about to do a Yeti. Like I was finding this Yeti levels. I think it was 61 in the PTR. So I just put the camp just right outside and go in there and fight them. So they are fairly easy to do. Make sure that you click on the video description on the top right hand corner of where I was basically describing about gems and like what monsters are weak towards against, because I think like there's like up here there's angry earth guys, and I basically put on my gem to fight against well, not gem, but like I put on my weapon that has a counter towards them, and yeah, I just plow through them like nothing, right? So because like when you have a gem that they're weak against, you do a lot more DPS, so it makes it a lot easier for you guys to be doing that, right? So make sure you check that video. It'll just make it'll just be a lot easier for you guys to be soloing these guys. Some of them you definitely do need a group, 100%. Like I do recommend to have a group, especially when you go into the Shadow Mountains. But a lot of them you could probably solo by yourself. So yeah, just keep that in mind. But some of them you will need a group. So that is pretty much it with this video. So I hope you guys like it. Make sure that you guys hit the bell notification so that way you guys are always up to date on the New World news, and also basically getting the best tips and tricks, right? So, and guides videos that I usually try to post. So yeah, and also check the links below, and then I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.